According to Dan Rayfield and ESPN, Adrien Broner, potential step-in opponent because Omar Figueroa injured his shoulder or ribs, whatever it was, is to be welterweight champion, former welterweight WBO champion, former junior welterweight contender Jessie Vargas, former Mayweather promotion fighter, former top-ranked fighter, now Al Heyman advised fighter, who just came over to PBC. We back. It's the Boxing Clinic and more. Y'all know what it is. We talked about this fight on my personal Facebook page yesterday. And, I think it was Don Brown said he heard that, Broner could be facing Jessie Vargas. I thought the Figueroa fight had great build-up, but basically what it boiled down to, Figueroa couldn't make 140. Broner, tweeted that out yesterday, like he couldn't make 140. And that was the hang-up in this fight. Broner wasn't willing to budge. He probably did a Mikey Garcia on Figueroa. If he came in above, he was going to tax him like Mikey did him. But presumably, I don't think Vargas can make 140 no more. He used to be between 140 and 147. I believe this fight is going to go down at welterweight. And I hinted at that yesterday when we talked about the news that Broner, Omar Figueroa fell out. It ain't nobody at 140 for Broner to fight. The only guy that was, that had a name that was semi-available was Josh Taylor. People say, he just fought yesterday. He only went 10 rounds. Then, I'm talking about Josh Taylor. Didn't suffer a cut. He could have came back with, like 50-some days and fought Broner. Broner wasn't going to, deal with that, He knew what was up with Josh Taylor. Once he turned on the tape. He would have been aware of that ass whooping that was coming. But it sounds like it's going to be Vargas. They're trying to finalize the deal. Keith Thurman's, failure to fight Vargas to oblige that obligation, helped out the fans April 21st. It's going to be Vargas and Broner. I'm pretty sure Vargas been staying in shape. He said they've been trying to finalize a fight. It wasn't too many people for Vargas to fight at 147 anyway. Sean Porter is trying to pursue Danny Garcia. I mean, he could have fought Luis Collazo on Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend. Him and Collazo, in New York City would have been all right. But ultimately, this was a good fight for Vargas. This is a fight for him to retire Adrien Broner. I think Broner can win this fight. Vargas is a good fighter. I think Vargas is the better fighter. I don't want to hear focus Adrien Broner or nothing like that. Broner is what he is at this point. Will Broner will Vargas knock out Broner? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. He is gonna do volume with he gonna have volume punching with Broner, but Broner can beat this guy. He really can, but I don't expect him to. He training with Kevin Cunningham. That'll be interesting to see how that corner is, more of a disciplinarian, but it ain't rubbing off because he's still getting in trouble. I seen him down in Florida training with Tank. I thought Tank was trying to train with Mikey Garcia. I don't understand why Tank is training with Adrien Broner. I know Adrien Broner kind of brought him into the game, and I think he kind of introduced him to Floyd Mayweather and stuff of that nature. That's why, when Floyd and Broner was going back to for the Theo Payne little fight, he said Tank really one of us because, Tank said Broner introduced him to the professional ranks, I believe, and got, introduced him around. But, this is going to be the purge, This is going to be the purge of, Vargas trying to end Adrien Broner's career. He got to purge Adrien Broner, and once he does that, the popularity goes up. And maybe he can get him a Terrence Crawford fight that couldn't happen under the top-ranked umbrella. I don't know if Bob really wants to, work with Vargas after the fallout. They had a long drag out. It wasn't long as Mikey, Floyd's, or I ain't gonna say Mikey's or whoever, or Hot Chavez Jr. Basically, they was negotiating for like 6, 7, 8 months, and Vargas got free. And he was another guy that got free from Bob Arum that ran over to Al Heyman. Al Heyman is freeing those guys from top rank. Whatever he's doing, whatever the money they paying, whatever he's finessing Bob out of. So, you know what it is. But this is a good fight. It is the thing about the Figueroa fight. The build up was epic. Was epic. They both getting in trouble with the law. Doing stupid stuff, going back and forth. Omar Figueroa had that aggressive style that breaks Broner's combination code. They were supposed to fight years ago when he was when Figueroa was the interim title holder or whatever he was at 135, and Broner moved up full-fledged 47 to face Paulo Malignaggi. they would have crossed paths. But now, you know, low-key, Omar Figueroa and Earl Spence may be happening after June 16th. You know, Spence sent some cryptic messages out. Shout out to Boxing Ego for, you know, shouting that out. And I've been predicted that Omar Figueroa and Earl Spence should fight. I've done several videos on that, and people who've been with me for a while, they know I've been telling you guys that makes sense. It's an all Texas fight. You know, I think it's Dallas, you know, DeSoto, Dallas, Texas. I think I forget, Figueroa from South Texas, whatever it may be. It's a good fight. It sells out in Texas, and Errol Smith's gonna get 2 back-to-back Texas fights. You know, Figueroa fought over in Corpus Christi already, and he had a good little crowd over there. I think he fought Jerry Belmontes, and I think Belmontes got robbed in that fight. But you know, Figueroa probably gonna have a nice tune-up and turn around and fight Earl Spence. That's just a little bit off-topic stuff right there. But Broner and Vargas, I mean, you know, what can you know, Kevin Cunningham bring to Broner? Broner, I don't know. You know, Broner is what he is. He's still doing super stuff outside the ring, and he ain't calmed down and took it serious. So I can't ride with Broner, man. I don't care how many times he hitting the bag or whatever he doing. Him and Tank training together, whatever it may be. Both of them are some ignorant fools anyway. I'm sorry. I like Tank, but he just says some ignorant stuff, and we get into it a little bit later. But you know, I'm pretty sure this fight gonna be at 47. You know, Vargas is a good fighter. People still think Jessie Vargas is the guy 3-4 years ago. Now he's training with Mike McCullum, the body snatcher. For all my old heads who remember Mike McCullum, one of the greatest 154-pound fighters of all time. And he says that, you know, I heard that the punching power is increasing, and he working on body punching. And Vargas never sticks with one trainer. From Roger to Dewey Cooper, Eric Morales, Roy Jones. Now he's with Mike McCullum. He needs some stability, but I think he's to be favored in this fight. But I wouldn't count Broner out. Not at all. I think Broner got a chance. And he got to box his ass off versus Jessie Vargas. But this is definitely a great rebound fight. It's one of the few fights where you get a great rebound fight, like Progress and Ndongo replacing Postal. So this is another one. And I'm coming back with predictions.